Apple just dropped the largest immersive production they have ever made. 30 Blackmagic URSA Cine Immersive cameras. The 2025 Champions League, Real Madrid. And I am telling you right now, this might be the best immersive sport documentary ever made on the Apple Vision Pro.
Never really get used to it. It's tense, it's confident, but it's another thing seeing it in person.
I do not watch soccer, I do not follow soccer, and by the end of this film, I care about Real Madrid. Let's talk about it. Let's put this in perspective. Soccer is one of the largest live events to capture in immersive, second only to American football. The action moves across the entire field, the camera cannot follow, the crowd is everywhere at once, and Apple, with Real Madrid production team, decided to throw 30 URSA Cine Immersive camera at it. Not 5, not 10, but 30. And that is a logistical nightmare most production companies would not even attempt. The fact that this exists is already a win for the medium. Before I even get to the cameras, I have to talk about the opening graphic. The 3D immersive logo review is the best title treatment I have seen on any Apple TV immersive release to date. I do not know how they built it, I want to know how they built it. Whoever the VFX artist is, I want to buy him a beer. There is a shot in the film where the stadium reconfigured itself like a transformer. For a full second, I questioned whether it was CGI. It is not. It is a time-lapse on the URSA Cine Immersive, and it's the smartest use of time I've seen in immersive so far. You show the sheer scale of the stadium in a way a wide shot just cannot do it. Take notes if you're shooting video across time. Apple is starting to move the immersive camera. Real Madrid used a steadicam rig, and you can actually spot the full setup in one of the behind-the-scene movement. I put the timecode below if you want to see how they rig it. The motion is smoother than what you saw in the Metallica concert film, but they do push it during a couple of storytelling pans. And yes, I felt it. A little motion sick at the end. That is my only complaint about the film, but I get it. It is a live event. If that is the best emotional shot you have, you use it. Who cares if it's not technically perfect? Story first. And here's the thing, I am one of the few immersive filmmakers who actually defends moving the camera and even making the viewer feel slightly uncomfortable, because that discomfort is a storytelling tool. Real Madrid used this exact technique combined with super slow motion in the training sequence. They frozen a raindrop mid-air on a soccer kick. That shot alone is an art piece. I just hope they did not destroy a $30,000 camera to get that one. PSA for my fellow shooter. The URSA Cine Immersive is not waterproof. Do not stick it out in the rain to get that shot and learn the lesson the hard way. They also lift the camera, spider cam, stadium crane, something in that family, moving with the player during the live footage. The top-down view of the field breaks every traditional rule of immersive filmmaking. And somehow it works. It is uncomfortable in the right way. They are playing with viewer stability on purpose, pushing right up to the line of motion sickness without crossing it. Now, here is where this film I personally like. The fan reaction. The locker room moment where the player throws something straight at the camera is shocking, sure. The hero pushing on the star player with cool graphics are brilliant. But the shot that pull my heartstring are the one with the fans. Real people, every ages, every background, face inch from the camera, reacting to the game I have no investment in, and somehow I am in it with them. The single best shot in this film, I think, is inside a taxi cab. The driver is watching the match on his iPhone while we are at the back of the passenger seat. Some people will think that shot is a waste footage. They are wrong. That shot tells you everything about why soccer is a global sport. It's not the game. It is the people who carry it. That is what immersive does that no other medium can. We do not watch the fan, we feel them. I can always pick a bone with any immersive production. One thing you do notice in Real Madrid is some flicker in the stadium lighting and on the LED board. That is the classic trade-off. To get those crisp slow motion replay you see throughout the film, you need a fast shutters and a narrow shutter angle. The cause of that is your shutter no longer sync clearly with the 50Hz European stadium lighting, and LED board has their own refresh rate that higher shutter speed will catch, so you get that flickers. I can see the director choosing better action footage over flicker-free footage. That is a real battle every immersive sport filmmaker has to make. I am not a film critic, by the way, I am a filmmaker, so I know the dilemma immersive broadcasts are facing every day on a live event. And I think they made the right call. Just maybe do not stare at the LED boards the whole time. I could keep going for another 20 minutes, but I do not want to spoil the rest. Block out half an hour, put on your Apple Vision Pro, no phone, no distraction, just sit with it. You do not need to like soccer. You do not need to know who Real Madrid is. The film does the work. And if you're an immersive filmmaker just like me, I want to hear your take on the camera movement choice and the shot selection. Let's learn from the best together. Hey, Kimchi say subscribe. You know the drill. Ciao.